As you heard earlier, more than 120,000 Dartmouth area customers now have to watch their water use after the utility brought in mandatory water conservation measures. Kenda MacKenzie is General Manager and CEO of Halifax Regional Water Commission. She joins us now. It's nice to see you.
Good afternoon.
Appreciate your time. Let's address those restrictions. Do you think it'll be enough to ease pressure on the facility at Lake Major?
Yes, we're certainly hopeful that they will. We've gone through a few weeks at the voluntary level, and we're hopeful that people be a bit more mindful and do their part as we enter into these mandatory restrictions.
You're asking people to cut back, but will you be monitoring individual household usage?
We won't be getting down into that level of detail. We'll be looking at some of the habits that people have and hoping that they'll refrain from doing the non-essential things. And if we have to heighten or go to the next stage, unfortunately, we'll have to advance to that. But right now, we're hopeful that people will take this seriously, do their part, be mindful of the little things like not letting the tap run while you're brushing your teeth and taking shorter showers where possible, those types of things.
What happens if somebody uses too much? Will they get a phone call from Halifax Water? What happens?
I don't think we're at the granular level of enforcement at this point. We do monitor our customers' usage on a regular basis, just to be mindful that if they may have a leak, that they would end up paying for unused water. And so we will continue to do that monitoring and provide that service. But if we see anything abnormal, then we'll certainly be reaching out.
Right. How are the other facilities faring right now? As I mentioned, primarily Dartmouth area residents. Could this be expanded, and what's the situation elsewhere?
Right now, our POC-WOC, or our Halifax system, it's operating in the normal range still, but we are seeing that there are lower levels at that lake, that water supply. And we are continuing to monitor those as well. We remain in a voluntary restriction level there. And we're hopeful, again, that our customers will continue to do their parts and be mindful of their water consumption.
And this is all basically because it's just been so dry.
Essentially, yes. It's been extremely dry weather. We're also, the last couple of years, we're not seeing the snowfall during the winter and the runoff that you would normally see in a regular hydraulic or hydrologic cycle. And with the Lake Major lake and the way that that's configured, it's more to do about the pump intake for the lake. And I guess the best analogy is if you have a big cup of water and you have a straw. Right now we have a big cup of water, but the straw isn't going down deep enough. And so we may have to explore putting lower intake in on a temporary basis to extract the water.
Clearly we need the rain. Now I understand we need the snow as well. Yeah, and that'll help out.
I'm sorry, but we do need some snow as well.
Yeah, right. Let me change gears, ask you about the proposed rate increases. I think it works out to roughly, what, $335 a customer over a couple of years. Much has been made about this. Why does the utility need so much money from customers?
Yes, so we are a non-for-profit organization. We generate our revenue to pay for our operational expenses through our rates. And so the last few years, in 2020 and 2022, we were operating in a deficit, but we had the benefit of surpluses or reserves. And we did not have to increase rates at those times. And we were very mindful in 2020 and 2022 that the community was going through COVID and recovering through COVID. And so we were very mindful and made the decisions to not increase rates then.
It's quite a leap though, right? 18% over a couple of years?
Yeah, so with the initial increase, it's 16.2 that we're proposing for all three services as of January 1st, 26. And then in April of 26, we're proposing 17.6. So unfortunately, when we made the decisions in 2020 and 2022 and had the benefit of the surpluses to offset the rates that we initially thought we had needed and asked for. Where we don't have the surpluses to offset these costs, now we have to recover those, and we have significant deficits. We have a deficit of approximately 17 million from last year, 24-25, and are budgeting $34 million deficit for 26-27. And so we have to try and make efforts to get back to a cost neutral position. And so that's why we are seeing the rate increases that we've put before the utility board.
Does a customer's ability to pay factor into, when you're considering a rate hike proposal?
Yeah, so we have industry standards that we follow, and there is an affordability lens that based on the median household income and the rate increases that we're seeking. The guideline is to try and be below 4%. And right now, with our proposed rates and the median household income for Halifax area, the percentage is approximately 1.4%. So when we look at that affordability lens, we are within that framework. And as well as when we benchmark across other cities in Canada, our rates are below the national average.
That's a tough sell, though, right? To get people who are living in one city to accept that it's more expensive elsewhere. Let me ask you about Olin's Brewery. Of course, that made news when the company, a major consumer, came out and said, look, if pushed, they would have to look at perhaps leaving the city. Other companies, no doubt, would be looking at this seriously. The mayor has written a letter to the consumer advocate. How do you respond to all that?
Right. So unfortunately, I won't be able to speak to any great detail about either of those letters because they're before the utility board right now, and we're about to embark on our hearing next week. But we do take seriously the affordability concerns raised by both our residential customers and our commercial customers. And we look and try and make every effort to keep our rates as low as we can. We look for efficiencies in our operations and try to keep things in check as best we can.
There was the Rental Housing Association has proposed something to the effect of 5% increase over the next 5 years as a way to make it a little more manageable for a number of customers. Is that something that could work? Is that something that the utility has considered?
Again, where that's before the utility board next week, we will be commenting and going through that process in that forum, and we'll be speaking to that proposal or rate structure. We do want to try and get to a predictability lens. We've heard that from a number of our customers that they want to have rates that not only are lower, of course, but are more predictable from year to year. So those are the things that we'll be working on as we go through this and come out of this application and look to future.
Kenda MacKenzie, Halifax Water, thank you very much. We certainly appreciate your time tonight.
Great. Thank you very much.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.